Good day, students. Today we want to solve problem under geometrical progression involving the first term, fourth term, fifth term, and sum of GP. Okay, let's see what's on the board. The fourth and fifth term of a geometrical progression are minus 13.5 and 40.5. The fourth will stand for the first one. The fifth will stand for the second one. The one that comes first stand for the first one. Now let's write it. T4 equals minus 13.5. T5 equals 40.5. We have to look for the first term. Use A to represent first term. And we have to look for the sum of the first fifth term. Okay, now before we proceed, we have to write the formula for n term under GP. Under geometrical progression, we have t subscript n equals a raised power n minus 1. For the first T4, let's write the equation for that. A, we don't have the first term, we don't have the common ratio. N is 4 minus 1 equals minus 13.5. By the time you equate it to minus 13.5, you don't need to repeat T4 again. You have AR 4 minus 1, 3 equals minus 13.5, equation 1. Now let's do that of T5. T5 equals AR 5 minus 1 equals 40.5. Leave this. Let's concentrate on this side. You have AR raised power 4. 5 minus 1 is 4 equals 40.5, equation 2. From what we have here, we divide. Since the power of this common ratio is greater than the second equation is greater than the first one, we now divide equation 2 by equation 1. Divide equation 2 by equation 1. You have AR raised power 4 divided by AR raised power 3 equals 40.5 divided by minus 13.5. A cancel A. Here we are having R raised power 4. When you are taking it up, division is negative, minus 3 equals 40 divided by minus 13. We are having minus 3. Now 4 minus 3 is 1, which is R raised power 1 is R, which is equals to minus 3. Common ratio, therefore, the common ratio R equals minus 3. Now what we need to do now is to get your first term. You can get your first term from any equation. Let me use equation 1. From equation 1, find the first term A. Find the first term A. You're having A by substituting R equals minus 3 from equation 1. Find the first term by substituting R equals to minus 3. Now A, open bracket, minus 3 raised to power 3 equals minus 13.5. Okay, minus 13.5. Now from there I have a times minus 3 times minus 3 times minus 3 equals minus 13.5. That's minus 3 times 3 minus 3, that's minus 9. Minus 9 times minus 3, minus 3 times minus 3, that is 9. 9 times minus 3, that is minus 27. Minus 27a equals minus 13.5. Divide both sides by minus 27. We now have minus 27a over minus 27 equals minus 13.5 divided by minus 27. From here, you can now cancel out a equals negative cancel negative. You have 13.5 divided by 27. Okay, now when you want to use our calculator, you can still solve it by saying a equals 13.5 divided by 27. When you shift once, add a 0. Shift like this, add 1 is 0, which is 135 divided by 270, which is, when you multiply it, 135 times 2, 0, 1 times 3, 2 times 5, 10, 0, carry 1, 2 times 3, 6 plus 1, 7, 2 times 1, 2. You say 1 here 2 times, as equals to 1 over 2. Your first term, therefore the first term is 1 over 2. Now let's look for the sum of the first 5 terms. We are looking for I've gotten the first term, which is half, the common ratio as minus 3, and we have two formulas for sum of GP under geometrical progression. The first one, sum, as a into bracket r raised power n minus 1 over r minus 1, the condition when the common ratio is greater than 1. And the second one is sum of GP to be equal to first term, open bracket, 1 minus r raised power n, close the bracket, over 1 minus r when r is less than 1. Now we are picking this because our common ratio is less than 1. We are using this one. Now sum of the first fifth term equals, what's the first term? Half, open the bracket, 1 minus common ratio minus 3 raised to power 5, which is n, is our n, close the bracket, over 1 minus 3, which is half, into bracket, 1 minus 243. Minus 3 raised to power 5 is minus 243. Is that okay? Now close it, over negative and negative is positive, 1 plus 3 which is equals to half, open bracket, 1 negative and negative is positive, 1 plus 2, 4, 3, close the bracket, over 4. The sum, okay, the sum of the fifth term or the first 5 term, sum of the first 5 terms is half into 1 plus 2, 4, 3, that's 2, 4, 4 over 4. 2 here 1, 2 here 1, 2, 2. Sum of the first 5 term equals 122 divided by 4. When we divide that, we are having equals to 30.5. This is the end of our class. Please subscribe to my channel so that you can have access to the latest video. Have a wonderful day.